All right, making the argument. Solve an equation by completing the square. So if you're in Algebra 1 or you're in first college algebra, your professor or your instructor may say to you just that. Solve this equation by completing the square. The bigger truth, though, I believe, is that you're supposed to be able to have this completing the square idea as an extra tool in your tool bag. So this is how I look at this. And if you look at it this way, I think you'll see where I'm going here. As I look at any equation, I look for the variable that has the highest exponential value, and this one has the highest exponential value here is 2. This is x to the first here, and x to the 0 over here. Anyway, when I see that, my mind automatically says this. I'm like, okay, Charlie, I can see what we have here, so start thinking about this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move everything over to this side, and your professor or your instructor may disagree with me. They're wrong. Sorry. Because in the bigger reality, this is what we're supposed to gather. We're supposed to get a tool out of this, not just this is not an outcome. This is a tool for bigger math. We're supposed to take this and use it later. So how would you use it? Well, you'd use it this way. So I'm going to add negative 200 to both sides because I'm trying to get to this. I get x squared plus 20x minus 189 is equal to 0, isn't it? Then, just as a practical matter, I start looking at this as a mathematician and say, does this factor well for me? Can I get this factored? And only when I realize I can't factor this, I start asking myself questions like, okay, what are my other options? I could use the quadratic formula, right? I could try completing the square. I look here, this one is a good candidate for completing the square because the b value is even. So I'm going to start completing the square. Completing the square, step 1, take this b value and divide by 2. So b divided by 2, right? This is a, b, c, right? Which is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. So that was step 1. Step 2 is to take this resulting value, right? Step 2 is to take this resulting value right here, put it here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to square that value. This is how I'm building my ability to factor this thing, which is equal to 100. So, what did I just get? Let's move this crap over here if we can. We'll try this one more time. Move all this stuff over here. That worked good. And now I'm going to start building my equation. So my equation, what I want my equation to be is x squared plus 20x plus 100 is equal to this. So how do I do that? Well, how do I get this to be 100? I have to add 289 to both sides. Jeez. So x squared plus 20x minus 189 plus 289 is equal to, look, I had to add 289 to both sides. So 289 to both sides, right? And we would get x squared plus 20x plus 100 is equal to 289. Now, what did I get for free? What I got for free here is this, right? We already built this thing out. We know that we have this 10 squared over here. That's our clue. We're going to get x plus 10, this 10 is this one, times x plus 10 is equal to 289. Now check me out for a second here, if you don't mind. X times x is x squared. X times 10 is 10x. I'm just doing FOIL here. 10 times x is 10x. 10x plus 10x is 20x. 10 times 10 is 100. This is working. Also keep in mind that if I have x plus 10 times x plus 10, what I really have is x plus 10 squared. Why? Because, well, 5 times 5 is 5 squared, so x plus 10 times x plus 10 is x plus 10 squared, isn't it? Okay. Remember, we're solving this. We're asked to solve this. So what we really want to do is get this x right here all by itself. So how are we going to get to that? Well, right now we have this exponent in the way, don't we? We can't add or subtract anything because this exponent is trapped, right? PEMDAS, right? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Those are the rules. So we have to undo this. How do you undo a square? Exactly. You take the square root of it. So what's the square root of this? What's the square root of x plus 10 squared? Well, it's x plus 10. And what's the square root of 289? Well, you guys, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to come back in a second and tell you because I don't want to waste your time. Hold on. Okay, so it's good that I didn't waste your time. This is simply 17. Golly, so embarrassing. X plus 10 is equal to plus or minus 17. Gotta remember this. This is some crucial stuff right here. Why is that true, Charlie? Well, plus or minus. Let's start with the plus. Well, positive, whoops, positive 17 times positive 17 is equal to positive 289. And negative 17, how about or negative 17 times negative 17 is also equal to 289. So this is plus or minus. This is crucial to us, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to just keep solving. Want to get, remember, our goal was to get this x by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 10 from both sides. So is equal to, I'm going to do this plus first. So 17 minus 10 equals 7. And then I'm going to do the same problem again. X plus 10 minus 10 is equal to, now it's negative 17, isn't it? This negative sign is this negative sign, right? Plus, I'm sorry, minus 10. So x equals negative 27. Oh my God, these are our two answers. X is equal to negative 27 or x is equal to 7. Let me show you this on the calculator really quick. I think you'll like it. Let's solve the very first equation. I'll show you how to do this on your TI. That'll be it. Hopefully you have this calculator. Let me show you how to do this really quick. You know what? I'm going to stop here, and I'll put it on the next video really quick, okay? If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and your comments are always